Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. I'm Miss Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Man says, if I knew you as a 304 growing up, there is no way I'm gonna wife that. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
This girl was mad. She was like, oh, just because I was a not gonna cuff me? Man, Jesus saves, I don't.
Nah, for real. People don't really understand. If you was in high school or in college or in some point of your life, what make you think 90% of the people that you meet in your lifetime gon' just sit there and accept the fact that you was? Don't you think that they gonna sit there and overthink like,
That's facts.
damn, if she was a in, then all it take is a little vulnerability and a little emotion, and she can become a out. You feel me? And this shit vice versa. But at the end of the day, motherfuckers come into your life and they expect you to just accept them for the way that they was and accept them the way that they is. Like, no, you smashed the whole football team. You smashed the whole 2017 state champion basketball team. You smashed the whole UCLA football team. You expect me to be okay with that? No.
All right, guys, so you guys heard my man there explain the situation. He says, listen, if I knew you as a 304, right, either when I was coming up or just remember you as somebody who either got passed around, you dated, you got around the block, right? And you were publicly known for sleeping around, being loose. Then why would I look at you as somebody who's ready for our serious relationship? And here's something that's crazy. While I do agree with what he said, when I say I agree with him with the fact that, like, once a woman's purity is tainted, it is nearly impossible to get that man who sees her that way to not see her that way anymore. And sometimes, in a lot of these cases, the woman isn't necessarily a 304. It's mostly just perception, right? It's mostly just how that woman is seen based on the circumstances of her sexual history. Let me explain. The first time I heard this concept was from AMS, and this shit blew me away. And it made a lot of sense. For example, you can have two women, right? Woman A, woman B. Woman A, she's the smart 304 that you would never guess has slept around. You know, the stat says if a woman has been with more than 3 people, then, you know, she's like tainted or whatever. I mean, good luck. That's what I'm going to say. Good luck finding that out there. Good luck finding a virgin. Good luck finding a chick with the body count of 2. If both those chicks, A and B, both had 3 bodies, but the only difference was that chick A, she smashed some dude in another state while she was on a girls trip, and there's no way of you finding it. Right? There's no way of you knowing, other than just knowing female nature, being RP aware. She dated some other guy, and, you know, he was beating it up for like months on end. And she might have a sneaky link, but she's real careful. And the guy's in, you know, she has to drive an hour to go see him, but she makes sure that she does not mess with anybody, any men she knows personally. When I say that, I mean people at work, people at her church, people at her school. To men who look at her, the smart 304, most men would look at her and say, well, she's different, right? She's cool. She doesn't get down like female B. Now, let me give you female B's example, right? Female B, this chick messed with you, right? You were busting the cheeks, but after you hit, you found out that your friend hit, and then your friend tells you that your other boy hit, you know what I mean? Like another dude, right? Within your circle. Now listen, if that chick swore on everything that you 3 were her only bodies and you guys are the only ones she's dated, even if she was young enough for you to believe, like early 20s or whatever, most guys would still label that chick a 304, right? A lot of this stuff is perception. If you're messing with some chick and you found out your friend hit and then you found out another friend of his, like more than 1 is too much. 3 is like, oh yeah, you're 3 or 4, right? A lot of those women can really change their reputation by just moving. And I mean, given that they, because I know people are typing right now. You know, the doomers are typing right now. Once a 3 or 4, always a 3 or 4. Oh, Jesus. If she has one body, then she's a 304, right? You just wait. They're there. They're there. Ridiculous. And a lot of women who you guys think, oh yeah, she's different. No, she's just smart. And you have the guys who are sitting there saying the only pure thing a man should ever date seriously is a virgin. Shut up. Wake up, bro. Doesn't exist. I mean, it does. But again, it's like women wanting that 1% of man. You're just not living in that time, my friend, right? But with that being said, let's not act like 304s don't exist out here. They do, right? And they are 304s. But the worst thing any man can get involved with is a woman who's doesn't even know how to be smart with her past. You know, there are women out here who, you know, they're messy. People know who they've been with. No man wants to deal with that. No man is going to deal with it. In fact, I'll go further to say that a guy is more likely to deal with the woman who has 6, 7 bodies. People don't really know though. You know what I mean? Like you can't tell. Than deal with the woman who, you know, the 4 or 5 dudes who she smashed. The guy will pick the woman who's more discreet. It's just the way it is. As always, let's check out these comments. Let's see what the people have to say. So these comments are a response to the guy saying, hey, if you were a known 304 in the past, then don't expect a serious relationship. First comment says, don't ever look past it, fellas. Stick with religious advice, even if you aren't religious. Yeah, religious advice is there for a reason. Another woman here says, most women won't tell you. Guys out here think they can spot a virgin by looking at her. Bro, it's the most innocent women who are doing some of the worst things. She goes on to say they will move away and find someone. Geesh, guys, I don't read my comments. I don't read my comments beforehand. I don't know what's going to be in these comments before I do these videos, right? She just told you the game right there. Exactly what I said. They will move away. Some women realize that. Like, I could just move to a different town. And there are women who've ruined their reputation from not being smart that way and just moved and been like, Another man responds back and says, the truth shall always come to light, no matter where they go. That is true. There's damage. I get it. There's a certain amount of damage that's done to a woman that's unavoidable. Like once you cross certain lines, you're done. Right? I'm talking within reason. If you're a woman who's not gotten far into the CC world, which all women you're going to deal with today have to an extent. I'm sorry to say it. Guys, they're no virgins. Shut up. But if you haven't gone too far, my advice to these women is just move. Another guy here says, not gonna lie, I don't care what she was in high school or before me, period. Ooh. 9 times out of 10, I'm not emotionally invested anyways. Makes sense. Next comment here says, and then have the audacity not to give you none and make you work for a higher used product. Damn. Yeah, you don't fall for those games, right? Next comment here says, I had my fun in college. I'm ready for a relationship now. Red flags. Yeah, those are the type of women I'm talking about. I won't even say stuff like this, but but see, to a blue pill guy, he hears this and he doesn't register. Aren't you glad that you're aware? All right, when a woman says this, it's an obvious red flag. Next comment from another person says, bro, can we be friends? Like, I got my heart destroyed 5 weeks ago and I lost myself trying to make her happy. And now I'm mad that I put her over myself. Gentlemen, don't beg, don't plead, learn to walk away. Another woman here says, if you don't accept them, somebody will, with the laughing emoji. Yeah, like if you have hella bodies, then no man should be accepting you for a serious relationship. Somebody will accept that chick. It will be a simp, right? But a smart man will not accept that at all. Another person responded back to that chick and says, not somebody who's going to genuinely care for him. No, they might genuinely care and get genuinely disappointed when they find out that they're messing with a 3 or 4, right? Another chick added to the thread and said, it's the opposite. The man who doesn't care and sees the woman as actual human beings who has sexual urges as well are going to genuinely care for them. Sexual urges. Nah. See, what these women are talking about in this comment section is post CC rioting, wall face implanting, and finally now ready to settle down with the guy. You know, that's a different conversation. Another person here says, not really, in response to that. All right, guys, curious to know what you think. As always, leave your comments down below. I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.